Good afternoon, everyone. I hope you're all keeping well. We are back with another live show. It is the live fan reaction show. This is your chance to come and have your say on the game against Brighton down at the Amex Stadium. 1-1 draw it was. Although I do feel a little bit frustrated with that, I must admit, because I thought Brighton today were there for the taking, because I thought they were absolutely dire today. Only one bit of magic that was scored, the goal from Minty. What else did Brighton do in that game? Pretty much nothing. I mean, it was poor defending the way we conceded that goal, to be fair. But that was it. Brighton didn't offer anything after that, and it took us a penalty to get us the equaliser, because our final third was absolutely shocking today. It was absolutely awful. It's just, when the balls are coming in, there's just no one there half the time. There's just no one there to get on the end of crosses. Our final balls today were pants today. Absolute pants. But you know what to do, guys. If you enjoy the show, please do remember to give us the thumbs up. Again, it's really important we get the likes so people know where to find us in the search results. Please, of course, if you're brand new to the channel, if you're not yet subscribed and your job goes on the channel week in, week out, please smash that subscribe button. Free to do so. It does help me the channel grow. And please do hit the bell notification. It does let you know whenever your live show takes place or a pre-recorded video gets uploaded as well. So please do hit the bell to make sure all up to date with the content that we do, that you do not want to miss at all. And if you want to give a donation, feel free. And if you'd like to become a member, it's 99p. Hit the join button and you'll be included in the prize draws we do as well. The link is pinned if you want to get on and have your say on the game. It's absolutely fine. Jessica says, I have no words. Absolutely shocking. VAR was shot. The decisions.
Disagree, sorry.
They were right today, unfortunately. The first one, it is just outside the box where the contact originally took place on Gordon. So I think that was the right decision. Right, the Willock dive was an embarrassment, and Willock was rightfully taken off after that. Even though he made some good runs, Willock, it's just his final ball was not there the day, and that dive. I mean, I'm sorry, that was you're just lucky VAR caught that and told Pawson to go and have a look at that, because imagine if we got a penalty for that, Brighton would have been absolutely livid. So you know what. Choppy, I took a point before a ball was kicked. We know Brighton are a bit of a bogey team as well, so it wasn't a good game at all. We need to perform next Sunday against Chelsea. We need certain players to step up, because I was really, really disappointed with some players of the day. Joe, good evening. Julie, good evening. Yes, and VR got it right today. He did, and hope you're well, keeping well, Ronald as well. I mean, Isak was really, really anonymous a lot of the time today. He was non-existent. Apart from the penalty he scored, where else was he throughout the match? Bruno absolutely had a stonking performance today. Bruno was so all over the place today. I really, really thought. And again, that's just so disappointing. Really, really so disappointing. I thought Barnes had a really, really good game for us today. Another good performance from Harvey Barnes. I thought Murphy was absolutely dire today, though. His final balls were just not finding anyone. They really, really weren't. Yeah, why was the Bright lad the ball not sent off? It was a definite handball. I mean, sometimes you have seen those given before. But it was a definite handball. I'm glad we got a penalty for that one as well. But some of those players today, Mason, as I mentioned, the likes of Isak, Bruno, Murphy, were just nowhere today, pretty much.
They weren't. I think we missed Joe Linton, to be honest. Because that midfield's not the same without him.
I mean, there was some good runs Willock did, but it's just his final balls were not. There was just nothing from the final third.
I thought Willock's end product today was poor.
It was. Do you know what? I thought Gordon did look good when he come off the bench. However, that shot he did was terrible, though. He's doing this. he's doing this so many times, keep chopping back on to try and get on his right foot a lot of the time. And that shot, I mean, well, Murphy had a shot that which he blazed over, which was absolutely horrendous as well. So, you know. Harvey Barnes had a good second half. I really thought Barnes played well. Isak needs his teammates near him and help in the box. Yeah, Lewis will be 2 minutes. He says.
Train was pulling up with Jesus.
We got. You're just lucky we got the penalty because we just didn't look like scoring from open play the day.
We didn't. I mean, would have had that chance with Wilson at the end, but
that was only the one really good chance we had on target from open play. Was that one from Wilson? The rest of it was just absolutely dreadful. We have to beat Chelsea and Everton now. I completely agree, Ronald. Do you know what? I wonder as well, Choppy, because a lot of the game he was anonymous as well. Anyway, we'll get Lewis in and let us hear his thoughts on the game today. So here he is.
I've just been on the American Mac. I've been just been on Chris's channel as well.
Oh, I mean, how are you feeling with that today? Is it a bit frustrating? Because I thought Brighton they did, apart from that one attempt, what did they offer after that? And we didn't take advantage of that. That was the problem.
We didn't take anything from it. That's the only thing. But Craig Pawson, my God.
Well,
Lewis, he wasn't that bad a day for us.
I mean, he was. I didn't think he was that bad the day. To be fair,
fair, the first penalty we didn't get, but fair enough, it wasn't. But it was just a centimeter closer. If it was on the boxes, the contact was definitely outside the box. So that's why it wasn't. If it was on the line, it would be a penalty. Because it was it was probably about like a centimeter off the line.
Yeah, but unfortunately, it was just outside the box, unfortunately. So nothing we could have done that. I mean, the second one that I'll go overturn. I mean, the dive. It's pretty embarrassing from Willock. The dive.
That's shocking. But like also as well, what I don't understand as well is that player who got booked in the 35th minute, and then did a challenge what should be a red card challenge.
Is it a red? I'm not sure. I mean, it could have been a yellow, but he was on a yellow. He was running a little bit of a risk, wasn't he?
Because obviously because he had a yellow card. That's why probably the referee said that's the final warning. But that should be not the case. If you've been booked, that should be your warning. If you do it again, that's it.
Well, Ian says the referee got them. He did. He absolutely did. The ref got all the calls right. They did.
Yeah, about the handball first one.
I mean, that surely had to be given. His arm was well out, wasn't it?
But I thought it should be a red card as well because that technically stopped the shot from going into the goal.
Do you know what? I can see where you're coming from with that, Lewis, as well.
You see, technically, is that not denying of the goal scoring opportunity then?
Possibly it could be. I mean, it looks like it was going on target.
Yeah. Does that tick all the boxes then?
Well, yeah, we got the penalty, but it was a good penalty from Isak. But we need to talk about Isak's performances of late because they've been really, really disappointing, and a lot of times he just went missing again.
Yeah, I think you need to rest.
I wouldn't see his need. See, we had 8 days to get him ready for this game, but it wasn't just Isak. I thought Bruno was hot in the day. Murphy was really, really bad as well. I mean, who do you think? Who do you think really did well for you today?
No one really. That was that bad.
I think some did play well. I thought Barnes had another good game. I thought Gordon looked lively when he come on.
To be fair, there's not many to choose from, unfortunately.
There's not a lot, is there? I mean,
no.
I thought Tino was good getting down, but we just didn't look like scoring from open play the other day, which was a disappointment because the final ball was absolutely atrocious.
Yes, it's just one.
It was the keeper got them. There's just no one there. Brighton were just clearing them away.
Mm-hmm.
Well, exactly. Yeah, absolutely, we do. I'm just annoyed we couldn't. Exactly, Ian. It was a poor Brighton team the day. It was a pretty poor, because that was the only thing they did. Well, they had that was the only bit of good thing they did the day, because the rest of their play was absolutely awful. I know they had a chance to possibly win it. I mean, but it was an absolutely awful header from Gomez.
Yeah, but also there, when they claimed for a penalty, that player technically died as well. Is that not yellow card as well?
Well, it could have been. Never mind. The crossing was shite. It was shit.
Mm-hmm.
It looks like it just didn't want to find anybody.
This is how frustrating it is, isn't it? Because we could have been like 2 points off second.
Yeah, absolutely, Lewis. We could have been.
Is that playing into the minds of the players?
It shouldn't really be. And we know Brighton, they're a bit of a bogey team for us.
Mm-hmm.
But sometimes we're not taking these opportunities.
No.
We just aren't. And that's really, really annoying for me. It really is.
Yeah, I'm just reminding people, remember next Sunday when we're playing at Chelsea, it's a 12 p.m. kickoff.
God almighty, yes.
Lewis, your trains will be busy on Sunday morning, then.
Oh, jeez, shut up.
And he forgot his Robert's foot today. Do you know what, Ronald? He did. I think they used a decent crosses at church this morning. Do you know what, Joe? I'm not going to disagree there. The cross was just... I mean, it was just only one bit of that we only worked there keeping. That was the shot from Wilson, to be fair. Like, good shot, to be fair. Like, it was a good save. Just, it was a good save from their keeper. That was the only bit of from open play where we really tested them.
Yeah, that's the thing. Like, that was only our best chance, really, to win the game right at the death. But to be fair, I thought it'd be more than 9 minutes. I thought it'd be about 10, 12 minutes.
Yeah, sausage. Hope you well, Michael. What do you guys think of Bruno today? So far, score, give him 7.5. I thought Bruno was absolutely on today. I mean, Lewis, what do you think?
I give him a 5.
I think he's lucky to get that. Anything, I thought his performance was absolutely dire today. Again, it just shows, is the captaincy going back to being too big for him now? It could well be again. I mean, yeah, but never mind. Anyway, before you go, Lewis, let's give you a man of the match today.
Bonds.
Do you know what? I think Bonds had another good game. I like what Bonds is doing, is making them runs. He must have been so frustrated because there was some opportunities he put in the box, and again, it's just when nobody is there.
Yes.
A lot of times we had crosses, but sometimes we did put good crosses in, but there's just nobody there.
Mm-hmm.
Anyway, no problem, Lewis. We'll see.
Lewis, you have to shag some cleans now? Do you have to shag some cleans now?
No, I'm just going to watch some of the match week end.
Yeah.
Oh, God.
Mm-hmm.
Anyway,
right, see you later, Lewis. Take care.
Choo-choo.
I would give him the sofa, says Ronald. Yeah. The Lasses had a good result. Yeah, winning 5-1 at Blackburn, ending the last game on a high, which is really good.
I better warn you. Apparently, Chipper's internet's been shite today, so I'm just warning you.
Okay, I give Barnes my man of the match for David. Yep, I agree. Good evening, Philip. Hope you're keeping well. Again, it's your chance to come on, guys. This is your opportunity to have your say on today's game. And by the way, it looks like we are going to be doing our match review and player ratings today as well later on. So make sure you stay tuned for that.
You got time?
So probably just the usual time. Just the usual time, possibly. So it'll just be the usual time, 8 o'clock for that one. It would have been nice to get a win, but a point is better. Do you know what it is, Philip? But it's just the annoying thing is Brighton were really, really awful today. One bit of magic I saw from them today, and that was their goal. Other than that, I didn't see anything from them at all. Really didn't. And I believe that's our first draw in such a very long time, I believe.
Yeah, I think so.
I think it is. I think it goes back to the 3-3 against Liverpool. So we haven't had a draw since December. Harvey Barnes, my man of the match again. Very good again. My man of the match is Asula for putting up with nothing put on Wilson before. Do you know what? I get Mason. He gets a goal last week, Asula, but then Eddie just left him on the bench today.
Stupidity. Why? Why would you want to do it for fuck's sake?
It's just, I don't know. Bruno very poor today. It looks like around 8 o'clock, Ian, the usual time we do our shows. My man of the, I've just read that one. Yeah, Bruno very poor the day. I think Joe's just corrected his comments there. Why is Wilson brought? Exactly. I mean, a fair play. Wilson had that opportunity, which was a good save, to be fair. But Asula's got more pace now, Mason. Whereas Wilson doesn't really have any of it anymore.
He does.
And again, getting a goal last week, and he's been made to sit on the bench. I do not agree with that at all. He must be feeling frustrated.
There's a reason why they're wanting to get rid of him in the summer.
Yeah, that's it. Sandro Tonali. I thought second half he was better. He looked a little bit off his game in the first half, but second half he was a lot more better. Only thing I can think of. Oh, is it?
Enzo Fernandez.
But what I don't want is to see Chelsea score a lot. I mean, I think we're about 3 ahead of them on goal difference, something like that. Gordon fair play. He did actually.
Am I frozen?
You looks like you have a little bit.
Oh, I'll change my internet again. 2 minutes.
Okay then. Yeah, it's a bit. Gordon did well when he come on. Just that chance he really wasted, though. He could have done a lot more better with that, I thought. But Barnes can't be dropped again right now. He's still playing well.
Who's that?
Barnes.
No, you can't drop him, like. I'm sorry. You're going to be dropping Barnes. He's been in form play at the minute.
Yeah, Philip says, shame that Dunstan lost on penalties yesterday. Do you know what? It was a good game. Bit end to end. Just no one could put the ball in the back of the net after full time and extra time. So when the penalties, what's really cornered Dunstan was missing that first penalty. They scored all their penalties. Stocksbridge. It was a good winning penalty. It was a good penalty to win the game for them as well. So, so it's Chelsea, and it is. It was Enzo Fernandez as well.
Fernandez.
It's so irritating with how it exactly. Why Mason did it take so long with these decisions?
Stupidity. It's just pathetic. They never learn.
They don't ever learn at all.
Never learn.
Yeah, they don't at all.
Pointless.
Yeah, it is. It really, really is pointless half of the time. It really is. So, we've still got lots of time, guys. If you want to come on, or if you just take part in the chat, that's fine. Because again, it's your kind of like show where you have your say on the game, of course. Isak, apart from that typical high school penalty, was totally anonymous, absolutely. Anyone else think he takes so long because they're looking for ways to screw us over? Possibly Joe. Good evening, Robert. Hope you're keeping well. Do you think... Right, I'm going to ask you this, Mason. Do you think we should look to be... I'll just ask you, do you think we should be looked to selling Willock in the summer?
Unfortunately, yes.
I mean, what did you make of his performance today? Because there was some good runs he made, but just his final product was just awful.
We need a midfielder who has that final end product.
You know who we're
Wilson doesn't have
desperate.
it.
You know who we're missing at the moment.
Why did he not bring on Miley?
I don't know. I mean, we are missing a certain J7, aren't we?
Aye.
Yeah, I would actually sell Wilson.
I'd sell
Yeah,
both,
for-
me.
A lot of people said they wouldn't miss Willock now. I mean, he's just gone that so far backwards, hasn't he? People say, but he's got good pace, but that's it at the moment.
Where's
the final ball?
Where's the end product?
I mean, he did well at times to win the ball back, but where's the final product?
We need a midfielder who has that.
We're really missing that at the moment.
Unfortunately, Willock doesn't have it now.
Yeah, Willock actually he did make good runs, but the final ball, it was just absolutely non-existent.
That's why we need a midfielder who has that. I mean, I can't think of any midfielders who would do it.
Yeah,
at the top of your head.
Mm.
Unless we get Carlton Phillips on a free net. Unless we get Carlton Phillips in the summer.
Oh God, mate, you get worse and worse now.
I'm joking, man.
Oh, yeah, there's no point seeing you joking because you know how much absolute stick you're going to get for it now. Midfield balances off without Big Joe.
He'll become back to Leeds, him, man.
Suddenly, yeah, absolutely. Yeah, even I knew someone will come in there and Julie's just come up and says, no, Mason. So, yeah, but keep your comments in, guys, about the game today as well. But with laughing emoji. Well, yeah, we knew we was told, but you know you're going to get absolute stick when you say things like that. I wouldn't touch Calvin Phillips with a fucking barge pole.
No, but being serious, I would take that Fernandez from Southampton.
I mean, he isn't a bad player to be fair, but yeah.
That's who I would replace Willock with. Not the swap deal because he'd be too good for the championship. He'd be on the extortionate wages in the championship. But I would go and replace I would go and get that Fernandez from Southampton because he does look a player, a 20-year-old. And if he comes out, he'll be a better player.
Yeah, totally. Livermore was decent considering he got well crocked twice.
Oh yeah, he is.
Here he is. Well, his internet. What's his internet? Okay, Chippers.
Oh, it's working now. It's working fine after the game.
He paid the board yet, GMR? He paid the board?
Well, why would that got to do with anything? It's Sky that was to blame because it kept going off.
I mean, come on, the Chippers. I mean, it's a frustrating game. Didn't look like scoping from open play the day. Unfortunately, he had to get a penalty to get the equaliser. But Brighton, they were bad the day.
That's a game we should be winning because they clearly they're on the beach, Brighton. You can see that. I mean, I was listening to it and they're just I think Brighton played the game today because they had to. I think if they didn't want to be there, they wouldn't have been there. It's just again, it's a game we need to be winning, and when you play like that, and where you had most of the game, despite our final ball being shocking, you need to be.
It was awful, wasn't it? We just didn't look like scoring from open play.
You need to be grinding the results out. You need to get the results over the line, and I'm just frustrated because there was a lot of things that I heard that I wasn't liking.
We need to talk about some players' performances today because I know Isak scored the penalty, but he was absolutely non-existent, I thought.
I think he's injured. I think he's injured and they've told him just to manage it because we haven't got a striker good enough to replace him or to give him to leave him out and get him fully recovered. I think that's just going to be a summer job that if he needs an operation or whatever now.
Oh, yeah.
It's just, I mean, and Eddie's in game management. I don't get it. I really don't. Arsula scores last week and Wilson hasn't scored a league goal in the end. You still prefer Wilson over Arsula?
I'm a bit. I mean, Arsula must be so annoyed that he's been made to sit on the bench throughout the whole of that game today.
You know what? I want somebody to ask him that on Friday at his press conference for the Chelsea game. Why do you keep playing Wilson when he's done nothing for you? He's done no. He hasn't scored in the league.
I mean, fair play. He had a good chance today, but that was it.
Well, I mean, one chance in how many games has he played? That he's
very few in it. Very little in it.
Jacob Murphy again, completely off it, and yet should have took him off at half time, kept him on, didn't do nothing changed from him. And as soon Gordon came on,
Bruno's performance today was absolutely dire.
Bruno as a captain has been shocking. He really has. For weeks he's been shocking. He's not at it, and I don't know what it is, but he's just not there. It's like
no.
I'm lost for words. We've got 3 weeks for these games. Like, we've got no game midweek, and we're turning up and playing like lethargically with no urgency. And with times today we were playing as if we were 1-0 up and not the team that was chasing the game. And I'm listening to it on the thing. I'm just saying to myself, well, I'm listening to it. We're not scoring today. We're just not. It just don't know. We're creating nothing until we score that penalty. When, in fact, the build-up to the penalty was, I think, the first chance that their keeper saved in the second half, where it got the handball and the shot went. I've seen highlights on and their keeper saves it, and then Wilson saves it at injury time. They're the only 2 real chances in the second half that their keeper has to make a save from.
What did you make of Willock today? Because he made some decent runs without the deep, but his final ball was just
frustrating.
He's absolutely all over the place.
We need better. He's just not.
Where was the Willock we had when we first got him?
He's not there.
All the season we finished 4th.
His injuries, I think, has done him simple as, and I think it's in the summer. If a bid comes in from him, you've got to seriously think about letting him go and getting money for him.
I was going to ask you, Chip, would you sell him, and you just did it? You just did it there.
If someone offers you 15 to 20 million in the summer, then get rid of him, because we need better than that. He doesn't know. He can't do anything anymore. It's like he can't. He's got no end product. We need end product, and Harvey Barnes has been our best player recently because he's the only one that seems to have a bit of end product.
I thought Barnes had another good game today.
He's the only one that seems to run at them, and the only one that seems to have something to do. And just again, you midfield Bruno again. Like I said, he's offered nothing today. I don't know what he's done as a captain in that team today. The corners and set pieces we had were shocking again. It's like we scored 2 corners last week, and we've gone back to route 1 with shit. It seems like we're too scared to give players a chance taking free kicks, corners. If your name's not Kieran Trippier, no one else can take it. Why? Surely Tonali can take free kicks. Surely Gordon can. Surely Barnes can take them. Surely Bruno can take corners. And
Bruno he took a corner the day, and it wasn't the greatest, was it?
Just because it didn't say out on the radio, so I found.
Exactly. Well, let's talk about the VR decisions, Chippers, because to be fair, they did get them right. I mean, the first one, it is outside the box where the contact was made. The second one, it is a 100% dive from Willock, and he was taken off rightfully after he got a booking for that.
Yeah, there's the things that worry me is that how long they took for them.
Exactly. That's why did it take so long?
And for me, if I've seen the 2 decisions that have been overturned, given to teams like Liverpool and Man U over recent seasons, where it's not a penalty, but they've got it. So now, that's the right decisions may have been made against for us, but next week if Liverpool get that decision, or Man U, or any of the so-called big 6, and they bottle it by keeping the decisions, then we've got to ask questions about it. I'm just frustrated because it feels like a defeat, because they're the games where you turn up and the opposition just doesn't fancy it. And
we know Brighton are a bogey team for us, but you've said they've been on the beach.
They were on the beach. They didn't even. They had no does I have winning that game? They had 2 shots on target the whole game for a home team, and they scored one of them. And the other one, the second half, was a simple save for Pope. So, and we had sorry.
They nearly won at the end as well.
Yeah,
they
it was a
nearly
free.
won
Yeah, we nearly won at the end as well, though. So you can say that as well. But we had 13 efforts at their goal for a team that's an away team. You need to be winning when you have that many chances.
Yeah, absolutely. Joe's son about his injuries have regressed him in regards to Willock. Murphy was poor again today for second away game. Charlie bring Gordon in against Chelsea.
Well, you've got to, because Gordon actually had an impact when he came on, because the first thing he did was win that penalty that got overturned, and that was more than what Jacob Murphy done the whole 55 minutes he was on.
Yeah.
And you know, I've seen a few bedwetters because Chelsea are winning. It doesn't bother me that they're winning, because we've got to play them next week, and then they've got to play Nottingham Forest as well. So if we beat them next week, and then if Forest beat them as well, they can only get 3 more points, so they can only go level on points at the end of the day. So,
well, exactly,
if we beat Chelsea and beat Everton, and they obviously win today, but then we beat Chelsea and Forest beat them, they can only go level on points at worst, but we're ahead of them on goal difference. So people are worrying too much about this. At the end of the day, our aim is to finish in the top 5. That's it. That's what your aim is, and if you finish in the top 5, you finish in the top 5.
Yep.
Even if we finish 5th, we're still Champions League. So our fixture should favour us.
Yeah, totally. Forest played Chelsea last game of the season, so something will give there.
One team's going to lose.
Chris says, I'll take a point, score 2 minutes from time, and it took a pen to do so. We need to be more ruthless against Chelsea. I agree. We have to win against Chelsea next league game. We do. Great win for our women's team as well, says Philip. Yeah, absolutely, it was as well. So, I forgot what I was going to say. I was going to say now. Oh, Jesus Christ. I forgot what was I going to say. But we need to be better. Why are the final balls so poor? Why were they so poor today, Chippers? Or why is someone not looking to get on the end of them? Trying to get on the end of them?
I don't know. For me as well, we're not playing Isaac's strengths. It's simple. We're not playing how he likes to play, and when we do put balls in, we're playing. It's difficult to say, because for me, we're playing completely wrong for that. You've got to play our strengths, and we're not doing that. Isaac isn't a player that's going to get across in the box and then bullet a header in the top corner. So I don't know why we try and do that. And then when we do it, we've got nobody in the box, or we've got people who are just the ball heading it because they don't like heading the ball or whatever. So I don't know. I don't know what to make of today. I really do. I just feel like it's 2 points that we should really have had. 3 points as opposed to 1. If we'd got them 2 points today extra, I think that would have nailed us Champions League football.
Yeah,
that would have guaranteed us top 5.
Yeah, absolutely.
And then we would have had the chance of, by the time we went Arsenal, possibly being ahead of them in the league on points had we won next week and they lost to Liverpool. So it's just it feels frustrating, but as long as we go out and beat Chelsea next week, then it gets, gives them more chance again.
Totally, Chippers. Just before you go, Chippers, man of the match today?
Yeah, Harvey Barnes. He's got to be. He's the only one that would try for me.
Yeah, what I like, he's now not frightened to take other players on.
Everybody else.
And again, there was some balls he was putting in that were really nice, but again, who's coming on the end? There's no one there to get on the end of them.
I'd say a lot of the other players would be 4 or 5 or 6 out of 10. Harvey Barnes is probably 7 or an 8. So I think the rest of a lot of the other players were quite flat, and I don't know why, because they've said for weeks they want Champions League football and they want to play for Newcastle. So let's see it. That's all that. That's you set the precedent by opening your mouth and saying it. So go out and do it.
Yeah, absolutely, totally agree, Chippers. Absolutely. Well, Chippers, thank you very much, and hopefully we'll see you again very soon.
See you out.
See you later, man. So that was Chippers. Our final balls and set pieces need to be worked on in training in the next few weeks. Yep. Absolutely. Totally agree, Philip. Because it was good last week, but why are the lot? But the fact is, Mason, a lot of the times our set pieces this season, majority of them have been absolutely awful. Majority of the set pieces have been awful this season.
I don't know what's been. I don't know what's happened to them, but they've been fucking poor.
They've been so poor at times. They've really been so poor at times. We are missing Botman because everyone knows it's only been that we are going to aim for. I think Botman's going to slowly be worked back into the team at the moment.
Yeah, he will.
I mean, he's going to be slowly worked back in. It wouldn't surprise me if Botman's appearances would be off the bench throughout the rest of the season, and then we keep him for pre-season, of course. And we'll see him, and hopefully he'll start playing the games, and of course for the first team as well. So, what did you make of the whole Minty celebration? Because what was it? Apparently, was he apparently said something that he didn't want to join Brighton, or he wanted to just play for Newcastle?
He did the praise sign, and he did the fighting thingy. Like the zigzag line.
Mm-hmm.
And he said, and he pointed down to the pitch and all, doing the zigzag thingy. And I thought, and that's the first. Eddie Howe wanted him to stay and all. Just shows you.
Yeah. But yeah, because of a certain corruption of rules we've currently got.
You know what it is? You know what it is? I would go back I would try and come back for him in summer, you know.
Yep. Yeah, don't rush him back. I'd rather he was fully fit next season. He ever got to Botman.
I would come back for him and Hansen. I would come back in for him and Hansen since all FFP's going to be better in the summer. I wouldn't mind coming back in for them too.
Yeah, Minty scoring against us, could have put money on it. Yep, absolutely.
But the players around them were trying to convince him to celebrate, but
he didn't want to
Tony
do it.
Tony called him a bellend and all that for what he did.
I think he must have misread that. Of course, Minty had when he scored in the past two games, of course, the couple game
to be honest, I think Minty must have wanted to stay at Newcastle.
I thought Welbeck would have given us nightmares today, but he was absolutely anonymous for Brighton today.
I think with the celebration of these past two games in the cup as well, I think Minty wanted to stay. If you look at it, I think Minty wanted to stay.
I thought Welbeck was absolutely
he was fucking shite today. Mackham. God.
Now, Brighton would rib us a new Arsenal. The prices they put on players, well, possibly would, maybe. Well, but he got booked as well. Yeah, he got booked for. He must.
He was kicking over. He was kicking referee and all that. He got booked.
So, but yeah. But what else? What could you remember? Another thing Brighton did well in the game? Because I don't really remember anything else they did.
Nope.
It's like they know they're not going to get Europe. They're all going to finish around mid-table, something like that, aren't they?
I think that one, what they've just been on it, has cost them.
Yeah, it has been. It has been. Suppose they haven't took Fautino. Oh, it was Fautino. Brighton clearly on. Do you know what they are? It wouldn't be surprising me if half of the majority of them will be somebody on Brighton Beach.
So I think someone will be gone in the summer as well.
Mason, have you froze? You've still have frozen, Mason. It's just your camera.
Oh, I'm still though. I don't know why.
Chubby says he's just finished his Sunday dinner. It was nice. The only thing I can remember was Bruno being shocked, and Bruno was absolutely tripe today. He was absolute tripe today, I thought. So, but Chelsea, that's now got to that's got to. I think that's a must-win game for us now.
We beat them 4-1 last season up here, so
I mean, we have done well them against them as of late, to be fair. But I think that game's got that's a win. That's a game we have to win.
Not just that, we beat them in the Carabao Cup and all.
Mm-hmm. Mason,
I'm not why it always shows us.
Really frustrating for him, reminiscent of Sky coverage. Do you know what? There was that times as well. Would you take the captaincy off Bruno? Yeah, I would.
I'll give it to Ben, me.
Mason in the Willock pose.
Fuck's sake, Stephen. To be honest, I would give the captaincy to Bruno, Trippier, me. I'm not just on Bruno. Ben. I'll give it to Ben on Trippier, me.
Even one of those two, I think, deserves it more.
Because I think there's going to be away to Leeds in the summer.
Well, yeah, possibly. We'll have to wait and see. I would give the captaincy to Burns, says Philip. Possibly, yep. Yeah. I don't know what is going on with Bruno at the moment. I really don't.
It's happened with Gee. For one bit of transfer rumours come out, they give him the captaincy and he's been shite all season. Newcastle have done the same with Bruno and he's done the exact same.
Yeah, they have.
But the fact is, freaking Gee's been linked to Chelsea, Tottenham and Newcastle and so.
Apparently, there's talks of a full maybe. Yes, we are going to do the match review and player ratings tonight, actually. Just because with it being bank holiday, a lot of us are
like, busy tomorrow. I'm not with Peter tomorrow. I'm not with Peter midday.
You'll have to watch to see if Gateshead will get in the playoffs or will absolutely throw it away.
Aye.
How bad is Willock? Ball watchers, looks lost and can't head a ball. We know he isn't the tallest of players, but at times I thought it was just final balls were really, really a letdown from the day, I thought. Tonali, do you know what? That's definitely a good shout, Joe. Do you know what, Philip? I completely agree. You know what Steve Parish is like. And definitely another good shout. I completely is.
The fact is, why it's funny about us and Tottenham we're going back and from people, but both of us have had bids rejected this season off Palace for them. So it just shows you.
According to Stevie 6 foot, he's dross. He's really, really gone completely.
Who's 6 foot?
Willock.
He can't be 6 foot either, real. He can't be 6 foot. I'm sorry.
Oh, I can't do that. I'm off now, guys. Take care, Philip.
If you join me later on, see you then.
Yes, hope you do join us. Hope you're going to join us for the match. Join us for the match review and player ratings tonight as well. Yeah. I know we will discuss more of the game in our match review and player ratings, obviously. So, our 6'1", I think Isak. 6'1", I think Isak. So he's not far off all well. But I'm just really, because I thought there was something within Willock, Mason, but we know what it's got to be the injuries that's really, really made him regress completely big time.
The injuries have knocked him like.
And again, Joe Willock's still a young lad.
And
he's not like he's in his 30s now. He's still pretty much early 20s.
But the fact is,
where would mid 20s.
I can't think of anywhere to go for him to go to over in the mid-table Premier League team like a Brighton.
Now I can understand why people are saying why that should be looking to maybe offload him in the summer, which is a bit of a shame.
He should go.
It is.
You should. Yeah, I think he should go to like a Brighton or a Bournemouth. Or
Maybe.
Fulham.
If someone does come in with a decent offer, I think we've got to look to definitely consider it. And we go in for a new midfielder in the summer.
The fact is, with Fulham, they've got Smith Rowe. I don't know if they're going to be keeping Reece Nelson permanently, but
before the injuries, Willock and Isak had a hell of a connection on the pitch. Now it's like the Chuckle Brothers, says Joel. Yeah, it is. Inch off 6 foot, can't head a ball. Well, we know Willock. That's not what he's one of his he does, but still, we know we do like Willock for his drive and all of that, but his final product has been it was really so off today. It was.
Stephen, who is the CDM?
Well, I think he's more of a CDM, not more as like a number 8 or possibly 10 kind of player.
I thought he was a CDM, Morton.
Yeah. Just keep going for just the last around about 10 to 15 minutes. And then we can have a bit of a rest. And then we'll be back at 8 o'clock, of course, for our match review and player rating show. Obviously, as well. So, but could you see? What would you say the positives of what can you take? What positives can you take from today's game, Mason?
Can't think of any.
I mean, I suppose we haven't lost the game.
No, that, but I can't think of anything else. Of any positives.
Mm-hmm. It is. We know what. Yeah. It's that's definitely one of the positives is we take a point away from home. I wouldn't mind Edison. Do you know what? Edison, cracking player as well. But again, I think it's more than 6 kind of player. I'm not sure. Again, I could be wrong, but Edison's a really good player for Atalanta. He really is a good player. It is a frustrating day of the day for us because, again, it was just, it's one of those we should have looked to have got all 3 points today.
Should have.
It's just our set pieces. Our final balls coming in, but no one's there. I play 6 or 8. Just think Eddie could mould him like Big Joe Powers, but fast and good on the ball. That's interesting. Possibly. Because I think we are going to be selling one of our current centre midfielders in the summer, whether it's going to be Willock. I think it's either going to be Willock or Longstaff that's going to be heading out the door in the summer.
Well, how about Peter? You've got one option. You've got one answer there.
Well, who says we might not sell both?
Probably will.
We could sell both of them.
Probably will sell both. But the fact is, Longstaff wanting to see in January the 83 space. He hasn't hardly been playing since then.
He's got absolutely down the pecking order. So I think that just now proves a point. He's definitely going to be going out the door in the summer by the looks of it. I'm not too sure on that one, Chubby. I think it might be both, says Joe. Yeah, if the offers are good enough. Yeah, if the offers are good enough that we simply cannot refuse, the club will consider it. Will consider taking the offer. I mean, if it was Longstaff that played the day, I would have been absolutely raging. Because Longstaff does not deserve anything at all to be anywhere near the team at the moment. He really, really doesn't, because he is just that so far backwards now, completely. But yeah, what else can we do about it? Unfortunately, of course, we will go deeper into the game later on tonight. If we had played today, we wouldn't have a point. It would be all three, Joe. If he and if he bet if Longstaff said we wouldn't have a point, yeah, because he's that so far bad now. He is. Because he wouldn't have made there was no way Longstaff will make the runs Willock does. No way.
No.
Definitely no way. But yeah. With the point away from home, I suppose we're still in the top 4 as well, mate. That's another positive, Mason. We're still Champions League, getting in the Champions League still within our hands, isn't it?
Yep. Well, certainly is.
We're going to be. It looks like we are going to be in 4th place. We are definitely going to be finishing. We're still in the top 4, but even though it's top 5 of the Champions League, but we're still in that. But Chelsea next. Do you know what? I am, Joe, as well, because we do have a good record against Chelsea at home. I think we can look to beat Chelsea. I believe we can. I think we definitely can. They're a bit of a funny team as well, Chelsea at times. So yeah. But we still keep going. That's all I can say. We still got a chance. We still have a chance of Champions League for next season. It's still within our hands. It really, really is. Because we are 3 points above Nottingham Forest as well, Mason. We're 3 points ahead of Nottingham Forest, who don't play till Monday night.
Which is good.
So still this weekend, we are still going to be in the top 5. I mean, Forest would have to score quite a lot, a lot, about 9. They would have to score to come above us if they were to win.
Probably.
So we are still within the top 5 so far after this weekend's of results as well. So that if we win, what I will say is as well, as long as we win the remaining home games as well, which I believe we are capable of doing as well, definitely. Chelsea, we can beat them. Everton on the final day, they've got nothing to play for. They're safe for another season. Davy Moyes has done well for them as well. So there you go. So Everton, we can beat them on the final game of the season as well. But yeah. So, yeah, please do make sure you come back at 8 o'clock tonight, guys, because we are going to do our match review and play ratings for tonight rather than tomorrow. Because, again, a lot of us are busy on bank holiday stuff and we're not back till late as well. So that's why we'll be doing our match review and play ratings, of course, for tonight as well. So hopefully I might think of do some, there'll be other shows as well during next week as well, of course, which I'd look to try and do as well. So, but yeah, but again, well, so again, make sure you come back tonight at 8 o'clock, guys, so we can go and so we can do our full review of the game, and then we go into our player ratings as well, and yeah, let us know what your ratings will be as well. when we come to do them tonight. So there you are. So, well, there you are. But that is it. We'll end the fan reaction show there. Again, thank you so much for those that for taking part. Mason, co-host, Lewis, Chippers coming on the show tonight as well, giving their match review and their play ratings. Giving their thoughts on the game. Sorry, on what they thought of today's game as well. So thank you to both of them. And those of you in the chat with your points on the game today, thank you so much. Mods, we always do appreciate what you do, as always, on the channel as well. So there you go. But remember, guys, again tonight at 8 o'clock for our full match review and play rating show. So do join us for that. And then, of course, we go more into more depth of detail throughout the game as well. So there you go. But you know what to do, guys. If you have enjoyed the show, please do remember to give us the thumbs up. It's really important we get those likes in so people know where to find us in the search results. So do smash the likes if you have enjoyed the show tonight. Please, of course, if you're brand new to the channel, if you're not yet subscribed and you know what goes on the channel week in, week out, smash that subscribe button. Free to do so. Does help make the channel grow. We're getting closer now to 2,400. Your support means everything to us. Help us get there as soon as we can by smashing that subscribe button. It is completely free to do so. It really, really is. And, of course, please hit the bell notification. It does let you know whenever a live show takes place. Or when this live show takes place, or a pre-recorded video has been uploaded as well, so that bell notification keeps you all up to date with the content that we bring out for you that you simply do not want to miss at all. And again, if you would like to give a donation to the channel, feel free to do so. Super chats, super stickers are there, of course.
Maluiki's made it 2-0, but being flagged for offside.
Oh, well. And of course, memberships, of course, as well. If you want to become a member for 99p by supporting the channel this way, you can absolutely do that as well. And if you are a member, you are included in the prize draws we do as well on the channel as well. So there you go. See you later, folks. Don't forget to hit the likes on the way out, says Joe. Yeah, absolutely. Cheers, Joe. Really appreciate that as well. But that's it then. We'll see you back at 8 o'clock for tonight for our full review and player rating show. So till then, everyone, we'll see you later. And till then, everyone, how are the lads? We'll see you all back at 8 o'clock tonight. So until then, we'll see you then. In a while, folks. See you a bit later on.